What's up, guys? Want to break down the UFC Fight Night from last night, Arman Tsarukyan versus Dan Hooker. I'm not sure if this microphone is even working, but I hope it is, so I'm going to use it. The cord's a little messed up right now. So first up, Horiguchi versus, I forgot how to say the guy's last name. I didn't write it down on this paper here. But versus this Russian guy. I think he was ranked number 11 in the world. Horiguchi looked great. He looked great. First time coming back after many years away from the UFC, and if you remember, he wasn't just some prospect that lost and had to fight his way back. He was a number one contender, fought Mighty Mouse for the title. He was 7-1, I believe, before he left the UFC, and left for more money. Bellator, Horizon, had a great career outside of the UFC, and now he's back and looked like he didn't lose a step. Looked phenomenal, and curious to see how he's going to do against these other guys at 125, because he's still world class, very high level fighter. So props to him on his UFC return. Next up, Nicholas Dalby versus another Russian guy. These Russian guys are hard to remember their names. Wasn't a super exciting fight. They grappled a lot, and Dalby got the split decision. Close fight, maybe could have went either way, but congrats to him. Nicholas Dalby's 41 years old, and to see him still winning is pretty cool to see. So props to him for sure. Next up, Volkan Oezdemir versus Alonzo Menifield. So I'm pretty cool with Alonzo. I've trained with him a few times. A really good guy. Sad to see him get caught like that. Got caught backing up too close to the cage, and Oezdemir's power is just what it's always been. Just he's so strong and so powerful with his punches, and hit him with multiple punches, probably like 6-punch combination, and got the knockout. So props to him. Hopefully we see Menifield bounce back, because he really is a good guy. So it's sucks to see him like that. So keep your head up, bro. Next up, Jack Hermanson versus, really forgot how to say this guy's name. He's from Kyrgyzstan. He was good. He was 15-2 and very good fighter. Hermanson was moving down from 185 to 170, and he looked big, but he's still a little too stationary. Same thing, got caught with his back on the rope, got clipped right behind the ear and dropped, and the dude from Kyrgyzstan got the finish. Great performance from him as well. Next up, the co-main event was Ian Gary versus Bilal Muhammad, and Ian Gary looked good. He used his height, similar reach, but Ian Gary was a little taller and stayed in a low boxing stance and just threw a bunch of punches. Threw a lot of boxing, and was smart. Didn't try to kick a bunch. Didn't want to get his legs caught. Was very centered and low. Had his base very low to mostly stop those takedowns, and honestly just kind of picked. It wasn't a pretty fight or anything, but kind of picked Bilal Muhammad apart, and Bilal didn't look good. This was one of the worst performances I've saw of his. So hopefully he can bounce back. But I do think Ian Gary has a good chance to I'm not gonna say he's gonna be Islam, but if he gets a number one contender fight now that he just beat the number 2 ranked guy, and he gets to fight Jack Della Maddalena, I think that's right. If he gets to fight him, I think Ian has a good chance against Jack. I think he's gonna have a good chance in that fight. I think stylistically that's a good matchup for both fighters. They're both going to strike more than anything against each other. But I think that Ian could definitely win that fight if they fought each other. We'll see what happens to Bilal from here. He was ranked number 2, and now we'll see where he goes from here. In the main event, we got Arman Tsarukyan versus Dan Hooker. And common theme, these wrestlers that are from this Asian area, Russia, Armenia, Georgia, all of them, they just have world-class style wrestling. And the first round, Dan Hooker came out, was throwing a bunch of kicks and smartly switching stances, trying to avoid the grappling, and then he got taken down, and Arman realized quickly he had an edge over him on the ground. And then the second round came out, and Arman relatively quick went for the takedown, got the takedown, and then worked, in the guard, passed a little bit. He recovered. Eventually, he found himself in a mount, and then from there went for the head and arm triangle from the mount. And that can often be a often be a hard move to finish from the mount, but he's so strong. Like the common theme with a lot of these grapplers, especially the Asian grapplers, their grip strength is crazy strong. All the Russians, all the wrestlers from that area over there just have abnormal grip strength. And when he grabbed the head arm triangle, he just couldn't get out. And like I said, that can be hard to finish from the mount, but not when you have grip strength like this. So that's watching some of these guys, Islam, watching Chimaev, these guys grappling with they all obviously have world-class technique and world-class training partners and everything. But what they have is they have abnormal grip strength. When they grab people, people can't get out no matter how hard they fight these chokes, and their grip strength is abnormal. So for young grapplers, that's something to focus on. I talk about this in quite a few videos, but focus on your grip strength. Grip strength is the key to being a good grappler from an offensive standpoint. Being able to take people down, being able to hold people down, you got to be able to pull them to you and hold them. So work on your grip strength, guys. Your grip strength is everything. Pull-ups are probably the best exercise you can do for that. But yeah, Arman's grip strength is too much. I definitely don't think, from watching from last night, obviously styles make fights and everything, but I just don't see Arman beating Topuria. I don't think that he can beat the champion. Maybe we'll see, but I don't think I haven't saw it. I think that Topuria can defend the takedowns just fine, and they're going to end up standing. And I think it definitely favors Topuria, especially after watching Arman on the feet last night. So let me know what you guys think. If you're new to martial arts, you're looking for a gym in your area, get my book, The Ultimate Guide to Choosing Martial Arts School and Instructor. Link is in the description. Thank you, guys.